arrived in Oestrich Winkel, which is the town that I'll be living in for the next 3 weeks. And oh my gosh, I arrived here like 2 hours later than I was meant to because I had a horrific time with the train. So going from Berlin to Frankfurt was fine, and you would have just seen the clips of what it was like in the countryside. But getting the train from Frankfurt to Oestrich Winkel, which normally would be fine, but for the one day of the year that I happen to take the train, they decide to move the platform. But of course I can't read German, so I didn't know this. So I missed 2 trains to get here. So eventually a very nice lady, like I was stressing out, because I asked the information people and they said, no, it will be here, it will be here. Oh, I don't think he knew exactly where, like, the lines of like how Oestrich Winkel, they don't call it the Oestrich Winkel line, they call it a different line because there's a bigger main town at the end. And like Oestrich Winkel I don't think is a very big town compared to that town. So I don't think he made the connection that the line and the platform, like the platform to the line had changed. So a very nice lady was sitting there and I was asked her if this was the right train. She's like, no, that's the right way, la da da. And then she realised, she's like, oh wait, but your platform has changed and it's not this platform today, you're meant to be on platform 4. So, and I'm like, oh, that explains why I keep missing my train and it just doesn't rock up. And the guy, because I went there, I was there the first time, didn't show, and I was like, oh, that's weird, maybe I missed it because maybe I was a few minutes late. And then the second time it happened, I went and told the guy, I'm like, the train never rocked up. And he looked at me how weird. I'm like, well, it didn't. And it didn't because it rocked up to the it did rock up, it just didn't rock up to the platform that I was at. So anyway, I'm here now after a long train ride, and which was really cool. I got to see more of the countryside and more of the towns, which I will film. I think I'll film the whole trip because it's actually really cool. I liked, I slept for a little bit of it because I was so exhausted, but the rest of it I watched. So if I ever go Frankfurt to Oestrich Winkel again, which I most likely will, I'll film it. So yeah, now I'm at my little house for the next 3 weeks, so I'll give you a little tour. So this is like my bed. I have to put my bedding on it still, and that's just the bedding coming with it and stuff. That's the door, and I do have a kitchen and a bathroom, but they're really gross and really tiny, so I'm not going to show you. This corner, which has like a shelf and some clothes hangers, a cool couch, little chair, and a desk, and a mirror, and a wardrobe. So this is home, sweet home for the next few weeks. So I'm just going to unpack and relax for a little bit, and then I'm going to go exploring again. So yay! So I just walked down the street and I didn't get very far before I found a grocery store. So for €8.33 I found, well, I got, where should I start, some cotton pads because I forgot to bring some from Australia, so I got some here, which I don't know why we pay so much for these. Like, these were 90 or €1, where we pay for like $3 in Australia for less than this. Oh my God, got some milk, some biscuits, which I have a bad feeling they've melted and they've crushed, but yeah. Some tea, some yogurt to go on my muesli, and this was a €1.69, like, oh my god, and some fruit, which I'm so excited for because I'm so hungry. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this and then go for another walk. So another thing about the grocery shopping is that they didn't have bags, so I carried all my groceries in my hands, which would have looked really funny. And the other thing, I walked down the other way near where my house is. I don't know if you can see it, but there's an Aldi, and I walked all that way with my groceries when I could have walked. Like, this is just directly down the road from my house. It's so close. Oh, well, at least I know that for next time. I just thought as I walk along, I just film some of the cute buildings here, even though I don't know how clear it is because the sun's in the wrong way. But the buildings are so cute, and like, just like you'd imagine, it's so cool. there, but there's like a river, which I have a feeling is the Rhine, but I am not absolutely sure. But I will find out soon. I will ask someone. So the town I'm in, it's very wine country, so there's like lots of vineyards all around it, and like all the towns surrounding have vineyards, and also like the main hedges in some of the parts of the town are just like grapevines. It's so cool. So yeah. Because I'm a bit of a weirdo and like to walk everywhere, I've almost walked myself out of Oestrich and into another town, which is about another 2 kilometers up there. So I'm taking a good decision and deciding to stick to Oestrich for today because it's like 7 o'clock at night, and yeah, not a good idea to walk around the whole countryside of whole of Germany rather than just the little town I'm living in. But shows how close all the little small towns are if I can walk from one end to the other. Yeah, and just check out that view, like the vineyards and then over the river. You can't really see it, but the river. It's just, and then this side's got the hills, which is so cool. So after my walk, I decided to go get dinner, which was really hard to decide where I wanted to go. I knew I wanted something German, and I didn't. There's like a kebab shop across the road, but I didn't feel like that. So I walked around for a little while, and there's lots of little restaurants, and they're like people's gardens, so like garden restaurants. So people have their house and then they've made a restaurant in their garden, which is so cute. And I finally decided on one, but they couldn't speak English, and so they told me to go to this one down the road, which was probably like my second choice anyway. And it was so good. I just had schnitzel with potatoes and a beer, which I didn't vlog in there because I felt a bit awkward because I stick out already. I speak English and I can't speak German, and then I'm pulling out a camera and filming my food. Like, I feel like I just stick out too much, so I decided I wouldn't film today, maybe another day. But it was so yummy, and they were so lovely. Like, the people, they could speak English and they were so nice, and they had like interest in what I was doing now, so like what I was here for, the summer school. So they must get a lot of people from around the world doing the summer program if they knew about it, kind of thing. So yeah, I think that's all that I'll do for today. It's like still light outside, if you look out there, but I'm just like, there's not much more else for me to do besides more walking, which my legs I think are telling me stop walking, Katrina, you've walked enough. Seeing as I almost walked to another town today, so, and I walked everywhere the other day in my vlog, well, yesterday, but you'd see it in my previous vlog, in my Berlin vlog. So yeah, so I think I'll just do some like editing of videos and clean my room a bit and just have a nice shower that doesn't have to hold it. Like I did like the hostel, the St. Christopher Berlin's hostel inn, like the St. Christopher hostel was so lovely, it's so clean and stuff, but just I hate the fact that you have to hold the shower with your hand, like those ones that you press down and then you wash, quickly rinse, and then you gotta press it again. So that was really hard to shower, so I'm gonna enjoy having a shower which has normal taps. So yeah, anyway, I'll leave it there for today. I went for a walk to where the university is, which I'll show you when I walk back up. But at the end of the university is the river, which I'm still yet to find the name. My roommate came back last night at like 3 in the morning, so I haven't had a chance to talk to them and ask whether or not, or just ask them questions in general, because I've been living here for quite a while. So yeah, this is the view, like down from the uni, and there's like all vineyards and stuff up there, so it's really cool. I love this town, it's so cute and small. So this is the uni here. It's very small, which now explains why such a small town can have 2 universities, because it's only like a from here to that building there. So yeah, so finally found that today. It's about 26 minutes from where I live walking, but I was like at a slow pace, like my leisurely pace, so it's not my normal pace. Maybe I could get it down to 15. So might test that. Otherwise there is a bus apparently. So I've done one mission of the day. Now I'm just gonna find an ATM. So I'm gonna keep walking this way for a little while because I haven't found any up that other end. So if not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so funny story. There is a bank near down the road where I live, but when I walked past it wasn't open when I first walked past. Then when I walked back there was a man inside and I was like, how did he get in there? Turns out you can walk into the ATM part, you just can't walk into the rest of the bank. So well, that's a little thing to tick off my list for today. I was going to go to Frankfurt today, but it's about 11:40 and it takes an hour to get to Frankfurt from Oestrich Winkel. So I decided that would be like not much time there, like I wouldn't have enough time there to explore much of Frankfurt while I was there. I don't know when I'll be able to go back to Frankfurt, which is unfortunate, but I'm sure I can make time somewhere. But I think like we're going for an excursion on Friday, so maybe I'll explore it then. But so I've decided to go to another town which is kind of big, it's called Wiesbaden. It's about 20 minutes down the road, so I'm going to go there, hopefully find some Wi-Fi because I need to message the people that I'm in my group with to tell them I don't have Wi-Fi at my house yet because I haven't met my roommate yet. And I think there's like some shops there, like H&M and stuff from what I remember from looking up. So I'm going to hopefully, if not, I'm going to explore their little town there too because that'll be cool. Because I feel like I've explored most of Oestrich Winkel in the day that, and a half, or pretty much the day that I've been here now. And I'm going to be here for a lot longer, so there's a lot more of it that I can explore while I'm here for the next 3 weeks. So yeah, now I'm just waiting for the train. So I made it to Wiesbaden, and the buildings are so different here. Well, this is the main street coming from the train station to the city. They're like apartments, and I don't know, different style of building. So I was walking along and I saw a Best Western which didn't have a concierge, but then I saw a Mercure, and so I decided to go in there because if not, it's a bigger hotel. So I got a map, so now I can find where I'm going. So the reason why I said a Best Western or a Mercure, because they're, well, Mercure's French, but Best Western is American, so that way I would have known that someone would have hopefully spoke English, seeing as like most likely Americans and English-speaking people are going to be staying there. So yeah, this is just the main part of Wiesbaden, and I'm guessing this is a church up here. So I'm going to go check that out before I try to find the main shops, because I actually feel like shopping today, which is, yeah. Look at that, that is cool. Okay, so I found the main shopping area eventually, and then I now am lost. But first of all, wait, I first have to say that. So I found the main shopping area, but because it's a Sunday, all the shops are closed, which I didn't know this. Which I should have figured, like Brisbane is probably about the same size as Bunbury, and shops in Bunbury don't open on a Sunday if they don't want to. So yeah, but now I'm trying to find my way back to like the train station or just like the main area, because it's not actually in like where the church was. I got lost because I went and started walking to another church, which I was like, oh, there it is. Nope, went to another church. How many churches do this town need? So now I'm lost. So I'm walking back to the main street where the shopping was. Hopefully, because I did find a map there, to hopefully find where I am. But also while walking around the shops, I did see a cheap Nike store. So I'll be back there to get some nice Nikes for my feet, because sandals ain't cutting it. So these are some of the people I met for my exchange that we're doing EBS. Well, besides these guys, these are from Perth, and then Canada, Perth,
Argentina,
and Korea. And this is my food. We're eating at a nice little winery. So yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna end the vlog here, I guess. So after we just went back to our houses. I don't know. I'm sorry that when I was like, oh yeah. By the title of this vlog, you're probably like, why is this called The Amazing Race? I called it The Amazing Race because my roommate and I joked around, like my roommate from Australia were joking around because the way the email they sent me translated, the way how I got the key, translated to go to this address, and then at this address you find a dentist, at the dentist you will find your key. And so we were like, it sounds like The Amazing Race Germany, that's why it's titled Amazing Race Germany. And I thought I'd just tell you 4 things that I learned today, or like over the weekend, to end my vlog. So Lisbon is actually pronounced with a V, which I think my friend Kara told me this. I just forgot between now and then, which is Lisbon. So then I've been pronouncing it wrong a lot this time. Second thing is it's a tradition in Germany to wish closed on a Sunday. So that's why my shops were open yesterday, because tradition. Open on Sunday. Third is that Lisbon has 3 churches, all of them that look the same except they vary in size. And lastly, I am terrible at directions because I don't know whether I've mentioned this or not, but when I met the people, how I found the people was when I got off the train from Lisbon to Oestrich Winkel, I ran into one of the girls from Perth, and so she wanted to go into her house, and so I thought we went with her to meet her house, and she had lived with 7 other people that are doing the exchange as well. So I got to meet them, and they were showing me like where the campus was and stuff. It turns out I walked to the wrong campus, and because there's 3 campuses in EBS campuses in Oestrich Winkel, and I walked to the wrong one. So, and the one that I meant to walk to was a lot closer, and apparently on the river and like near vineyards and stuff. So it'll be really cool. So yeah, so I'll end it for now, and you'll see my next vlog next week.